Hello, I'm Serena Nelson, and I have been knitting for about 5 years. I enjoy knitting for friends and family and myself. Today I'm going to demonstrate the garter stitch. In knitting there are two basic stitches. There's the knit stitch and the purl stitch. And today I'm going to be demonstrating the garter stitch for you. So after you cast on your stitches, the garter stitch is all your rows are done in a knit stitch. So as to do the knit stitch, you hold your needle with your stitches on it in your left hand and your second needle in your right hand. And to do the garter stitch, you take your needle and you insert it through the stitch towards the right and back, and you take your yarn that's in your right hand and wrap it around the needle. Then you're going to pull that loop back and off that needle, and you've just created a stitch. So once again, you're going to take the needle in your right hand, insert it into the stitch, take your yarn, wrap it around the back of that needle and between this needle. Then you're going to pull that needle and pull that loop that you've just wrapped around forward and slide it off the needle. So once again, you take the needle in your right hand. You're going to insert it into this stitch towards the right, and this needle now is in the back. You take your yarn and you wrap it around the back of that needle between those two needles, and you've created a loop, and you pull that loop forward, and then you slide it off the needle, and that has just created a garter stitch. And you just continue on in this manner until you get to the end of your row. And you've now knitted all your stitches in your row. Then you just take your needle and you turn it around. So you have your yarn hanging from the front of your needle. And you're just going to continue with the knit stitch. Once again, I'm Serena Nelson, and I've just demonstrated on how to do the garter stitch.